Today is the 30th anniversary of the beginning of the 1992 riots, also known as the Rodney King riots, and I just want to get my perspective on it. It's like my experience really on it. Um, I was living in the valley. I was living in LA, but I was living out in the valley and on Canoga Park, in a condo, and off of I think it was off of Satakoy on Oso um, Street, and when it happened, it's like it happened on started on a Wednesday night, and that particular night I had a couple of girlfriends. It's like I can't think of their names, Myrna, and I think the other one's name was Jan, something like that. Anyway, it's like I haven't seen them or heard from them in many years. So, anyway, they wanted to go to some party, some like singles event thing up in like Westlake. I think it was in Westlake Village, someplace like that. So we went that night, and we met there, and I'm sitting there. It's like it's like so it's going on and everything, and then they've got like in the bar area they've got a TV on, and I'm sitting there watching, and it's like Jesus, it's like LA's like on fire. What the heck's going on? It's like they were rioting, and harming people and so on, and it's like I would seem to be the only person, with all the people there and stuff, really concerned about what was going on. It's like too many people were concerned about partying, and so I pointed it out to my one friend, and she said, well, it's like they shouldn't be able to do that. It's like no kidding. So we went. It's like we came back early, and it's like I was concerned about it. I didn't think it was going to affect my area, but just to be on the safe side, it's like I just wanted to be safe. So we came back, and I felt pretty safe, where I was at, but I still was kind of concerned, and just holed up because I was on the third floor, the top floor of the building, and in the corner, and I know I had to go to work, and I went back and forth to work, and I worked somewhere in LA, and I'm trying to remember which place I worked at. I think I don't know if it was Beyond Shelter, but it was somewhere in LA, like the Koreatown area, or somewhere generally in the middle of LA that I worked. So, but it didn't seem to be affecting that area, but it lasted too long and kind of like inexcusable too, because a lot of people were killed for no good reason at all, innocent people, just because it's like, and it's like, I'm glad something like that hasn't happened since then. It's reminiscent of the Watts riots, which I also remember, even though I was a kid. I remember that's 1965 Watts riots, and kind of affected. I was living in the north end of Gardena then, and it actually didn't hit our area, but I remember distinctly seeing the National Guard driving through, down on, going south on like Budlong and stuff, and to make sure that it didn't, wasn't coming down our way. So we were glad that happened, but didn't happen. But anyway, it's like I just want to give a little bit of take on the Rodney King riots, and I don't think it was fair at all that that they named the riots after the Rodney King riots. That his name would be synonymous with a riot, because I don't think that was fair to him at all.